Are you seeing a lot of white foam in your urine lately? Many people just pass it off, thinking it's because they're not drinking enough water. But this is not something you can just ignore. In 80% of people who have persistent foam in their urine, it's a symptom that their kidneys are already getting worse. What's even more shocking is that hospitals often don't tell you this. They don't prescribe medication, saying your test results are within the normal range, because it doesn't bring in revenue. But I want to speak up for you. For the sake of your health, not a hospital's profits, I'm going to tell you the truth. If you neglect foamy urine, your kidney function could be cut in half in just a few weeks. What's more frightening is that once a kidney is damaged, it doesn't regenerate like a liver. So, if you end up needing dialysis, you'll have to go to the hospital 3 or 4 times a week for the rest of your life. You won't be able to eat whatever you want. But don't worry, if you consistently eat the 3 natural foods I'm about to tell you about, your foamy urine will improve and your kidney function will recover. In fact, many people have been freed from foamy urine with this method. Why does foamy urine even happen? If you watch this video to the end, you'll find out why. In particular, recent research is actively studying the relationship between foamy urine and kidney health. Today, I'll tell you everything. How many times a week have you seen foam in your urine? Please leave the frequency of your foamy urine in the comments. Reading your stories will be a great help to others. And please share this with your loved ones. You need to hit like right now, so this important information can reach many people. Let's begin. The third food is an unexpected one, so please watch until the end. Everyone, I want to tell you about a 72-year-old patient I met in my office last week. He was shocked when he saw his blood test results. Just 1 year ago, his kidney function was very low. But this time, the numbers had improved noticeably. The secret? It was that he had been consistently eating the 3 natural foods I'm going to tell you about today. As a doctor who has specialized in geriatric medicine and treated countless seniors for 30 years, I can tell you this: once your kidneys get bad, it's very difficult to reverse. But if you know these 3 foods I'll share today, they will be a great help in protecting your kidney health. Please pay close attention now. This information is truly important. First, do you know what the kidneys do in our bodies? Many people just know them as the organs that make urine, but they actually play a much more important role. The kidneys are our body's purifiers and chemical factories. They filter about 180 liters of blood a day, removing waste and reabsorbing necessary nutrients. They also regulate blood pressure, secrete hormones that create red blood cells, and activate vitamin D to strengthen bones. They are truly amazing organs, aren't they? The problem is that, after the age of 60, kidney function naturally declines. Many seniors I see in my office have declining kidney function without even knowing it. An even bigger problem is that by the time symptoms appear, the kidneys are already significantly damaged. That's why prevention is so important. If you can protect your kidneys with natural foods that are safer and have fewer side effects than medicine, what could be better? Now, I'll introduce the first food. It's cabbage. Surprised? You probably didn't know that common cabbage is so good for kidney health. I was truly amazed when I first encountered this fact in a medical journal. Cabbage is a vegetable that is low in potassium but rich in vitamin K, vitamin C, and dietary fiber. Why is this important? When your kidneys are weak, they can't excrete potassium properly, so your blood potassium levels rise. Too much potassium can cause heart problems, which is dangerous. So, people with poor kidney function need to be careful with high potassium foods. But you can eat cabbage with peace of mind because it's low in potassium. In addition, the phytochemicals in cabbage reduce inflammation in the kidneys and protect kidney cells from oxidative stress. I've recommended cabbage to countless patients over the past 30 years, and those who ate it consistently definitely saw their kidney function decline more slowly, especially for people with diabetes or high blood pressure. These 2 diseases damage the kidneys the most. The more you have these conditions, the more you should eat cabbage. How should you eat it? You can have it raw in a salad or lightly steamed. Just be careful not to boil it for too long, as it can destroy the vitamins. I recommend blending 1 or 2 leaves of cabbage with half an apple every morning to make a juice. It's easy to digest and absorbs quickly. One more thing, cabbage is high in vitamin K, which is involved in blood clotting, so if you take an anticoagulant like warfarin, you should consult your doctor. as long as you are careful about this. Cabbage is a truly excellent kidney-protecting food. The second food is blueberries. This is also unexpected, isn't it? You might be surprised that a small fruit can have such a positive effect on the kidneys. Blueberries are rich in powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. These anthocyanins protect the tiny blood vessels in the kidneys and reduce inflammation. The kidneys are an organ made of countless tiny blood vessels. If these microvessels are damaged, kidney function declines. But blueberries can keep them strong. In fact, a study published in an American medical journal showed that the group that regularly consumed blueberries had a 23% lower incidence of kidney disease than the group that didn't. When I saw these results in my office, I started actively recommending them to my patients. I particularly remember a 68-year-old male patient whose kidney function was slowly deteriorating due to diabetes. I recommended that he eat a handful of blueberries every day, and 6 months later, his kidney function numbers were stable and no longer getting worse. While I can't say it was all the effect of blueberries, I believe they definitely helped. Another benefit of blueberries is that they don't cause a rapid rise in blood sugar. People with diabetes can eat them without worry. Half a cup to 1 cup a day, about a handful, is a good amount. You can eat them fresh or buy frozen blueberries and mix them with yogurt. Don't worry, the nutrients in frozen blueberries are almost completely preserved. It's a great snack after breakfast or in the afternoon. You didn't know this, did you? Each little blueberry is like a tiny guardian angel protecting your kidneys. The third food is something anyone in Korea can easily get and is very familiar with. It's seaweed. Do you like seaweed soup? Did you know that seaweed soup, which you eat on your birthday, is not just a traditional food, but a scientifically excellent health food? Seaweed is rich in a water-soluble dietary fiber called alginic acid. This alginic acid absorbs and excretes heavy metals and waste products from our bodies. The kidneys work hard their whole lives filtering our body's waste. But seaweed reduces the burden on the kidneys. It's like it acts as an auxiliary filter for your kidneys. Seaweed is also rich in minerals like iodine, calcium, and magnesium, which helps with overall body health. In particular, since Koreans tend to have a salty diet and consume a lot of sodium, the potassium in seaweed helps excrete excess sodium. In my practice, many seniors have a hard time giving up salty foods. I recommend they eat seaweed often. Although it can't completely eliminate the saltiness, seaweed can somewhat offset the harmful effects of sodium. So how should you eat seaweed? The best way is, of course, seaweed soup. But don't add too much salt when you make the soup. You can make a rich broth with anchovies or kelp and add just a minimum amount of salt. If you fry the seaweed in sesame oil before adding water and boiling it, it becomes savory and delicious. It's good to eat seaweed soup 3 or 4 times a week. Seaweed salad is also a good option. Instead of gochujang dressing, you can season it with vinegar and oligosaccharide and mix it with cucumbers and carrots, which is less of a burden on your kidneys and tastes great. One thing to be careful about if you have a thyroid condition. You need to manage your iodine intake, so you should consult your doctor. But for most people, seaweed is a truly safe and effective kidney-protecting food. It's a moment when our ancestors' wisdom is proven by modern science. Everyone, do you remember the 3 natural foods I introduced today? Cabbage, blueberries, and seaweed. All 3 are easy to find, inexpensive, and, most importantly, safe. From my 30 years as a geriatric medicine specialist, I've learned that a healthy old age doesn't come from something special, but from small, daily actions. It's much more effective to consistently eat these verified natural foods than to wander around looking for expensive health foods or supplements. Once your kidneys get bad, it's very difficult for them to recover. If you end up on dialysis or get a kidney transplant, your quality of life will significantly decrease. So, start practicing what you've learned today. The next time you go grocery shopping, put a head of cabbage, a pack of blueberries, and a bag of dried seaweed in your cart. And just try it for 1 week. You'll feel lighter and feel like your urine flows more freely. For your healthy old age, for your precious kidneys, start today. If this video was helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you turn on notifications, I'll be back with more useful health information. I hope you all stay healthy and happy. Thank you.